As a parent, watching your child have a meltdown before school, if they're struggling with sleep or showing signs of anxiety, can be absolutely heartbreaking and frustrating for you. Now, you've most likely wondered if their stress that they're experiencing is actually harming the developing brain and body. You may have noticed that when your child's under stress, they're having other challenges that emerge, whether it's a digestive issue, focus and attentiveness at school, emotional outburst, or even their immune system struggling. The thing that you may not be aware of is that research shows that 35% of American children experience a stress-related health problem, along with chronic childhood stress being linked to PTSD, depression, and aggression. But most doctors are not telling you that not all stress is harmful. In fact, certain types of stress are beneficial and essential for your child's neurological development and resilience. The conventional medical system often overlooks this crucial distinction and the profound connection between stress and the child's nervous system regulation. Most pediatricians miss that there is a root cause that is contributing stress-related challenges and the nervous system dysfunction that can be measured and connected or corrected through neurologically focused chiropractic care. I'm going to walk you through a story of a practice member, beautiful little girl named Nora. Her story perfectly illustrates what it is that we're discussing today. Before her parents found about neurologically focused care, Nora was stuck in what the family called a storm of stress. Her nervous system was so dysregulated that she was actually dealing with anxiety, difficulty focusing, sensory-seeking tendencies, emotional regulation challenges, and motor tics within her face. Her family put a lot of time and effort into the routines of her care. They did cognitive behavioral therapy and talk therapy. But unfortunately, they didn't see much change that really stuck. Her mom said that all of these approaches were overwhelming her body, and it was really hard to keep up with all the different therapies, and it actually made her feel like a bad kid. But anyone who knows Nora now sees the complete opposite. She's a smart young woman. She's full of kindness and potential. She just needed to calm her nervous system down so that she could be the best herself. Now, after a month of neurologically focused chiropractic care, her tics and sensory-seeking behaviors completely stopped. By the end of her care plan, after about 4 months, she was so much better at self-regulating. She was more flexible, more self-motivated, and she was able to make goals and be self-directed. Today, for actually the first time, she's able to start hobbies and see them through versus stopping or quitting, like baseball and volunteering at a local youth organization. She's so much more focused and even has made the honor roll at school. To understand this, though, you've got to understand the neurological difference between good stress and bad stress so that you're aware of these things. Beneficial hormetic stress is short-term, moderate stress that actually strengthens your child's nervous system, similar to how exercise challenges muscle growth to get stronger. This good stress can include things like learning a new skill, riding a bike, or navigating social challenges, moderate physical activity, and things like solving a puzzle that can strengthen cognitive function and capabilities. These experiences strengthen neuronal pathways. They enhance the vagus nerve function, and they teach the nervous system how to activate properly and then how to recover effectively and efficiently. This type of stress is essential for healthy brain development. It strengthens the connection inside the brain, and it promotes neuroplasticity, which is the development and plasticity of the brain itself. Now, the problem with chronic stress, and the key word is chronic, is how it creates dysfunction within the nervous system itself. Chronic stress occurs when the sympathetic nervous system, which is the gas pedal portion of the nervous system, remains constantly activated without adequate parasympathetic break-like recovery time. You've got to have that transitional segment between the both. This creates what we call subluxation and dysautonomia. It's a neurological dysfunction that disrupts the balance between your child's stress response and recovery systems. Sources of chronic stress from children in this situation include family conflicts, academic pressure beyond developmental readiness, overscheduling, sensory overload from screens or television, and unaddressed health challenges, or health challenges that are being treated with chemically based pharmaceuticals. Those are also a major challenge. Children are particularly vulnerable because their brains are forming over 1 million neuronal connections every single second, and stress-induced patterns become deeply ingrained in their body's memory, meaning that they keep retracing it over time. This is what we call the perfect storm, where it creates a cascade of events over a long period of time that contribute to the development of health challenges. The storm begins before birth, when maternal stress hormones cross the placenta and influence the developing brain, affecting the nervous system. Then we have birth trauma, interventions like cesarean sections, forceps, vacuum extractions. These cause physical stress to the infant's neurospinal system, the exact starting point of neurological distress, which we call subluxation. As the child grows, there's additional stressors that compound and build that these early life stressors, environmental toxins, repeated illnesses, emotional stressors, and developmental pressures within our society, primarily seen more so when they start school. Over time, these accumulate stress, and this accumulation leads to dysautonomia, which is underlying health challenges within the body. It contributes to a dysregulation of the nervous system. It affects sensory processing factors, focus and attentiveness, emotional regulation. It affects the immune system, pretty much everything inside the body. Now, a solution that is drug-free is neurologically focused chiropractic care. It addresses the root cause, as it is the profession that focuses on regulating and balancing the nervous system. We use advanced technology to test and measure the insight scans. They detect and measure subluxation patterns and nervous system dysfunction that conventional approaches, they completely miss, because again, they're focused on the diagnostic roles, not analytically why the kid is having these issues. These scans objectively identify and give us data. They help us to understand your child's unique neurological health, and it reveals exactly where the stress has influenced the nervous system and the disconnect that's contributing to your child's health challenges. Then we use gentle, very specific adjustments. We restore that brain and body connection. We help to regulate the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and we enhance the vagus nerve function so that we can put the brake pedals on that nervous system. All of this improves your child's capabilities of responding appropriately to stress and how to recover. It makes them more adaptable. When neurological functions improve, parents often report significant changes. They see better sleep, improved digestion, easier emotional regulation, and they focus better, which is huge. This represents a fundamental shift in how your child's nervous system processes the environment. So if you'd like to understand this perfect storm struggle a little bit more, if you want to understand what opportunities chiropractic has for your child, let's get to the root cause of these stress-related challenges. The first step is to get scanned so that we can understand what's going on with your child's body. To learn more about the insight scans and to learn more about stress and nervous system dysfunction, click on the link below to learn more. We look forward to serving you.